Hey guys, it's the Drabble Geek here, and welcome to 80 Days. So, this is a visual novel type game that has been recommended to me. I have played a little bit of it before but my footage unfortunately became a bit corrupted. So, I'm going to redo it again since I love this game so much. It's based on the novel Around the World in 80 Days. I forget the author because I have never read it. But so far, this is amazing. So we start in London in 1872. So let's start. I have entered into the service of a new gentleman. It would seem he is a gambling man. So these are the credits. Let's see if I can skip them a bit. Because unfortunately, it takes a bit. But it is beautiful. I am happy for all the people who worked on it. But I would love to get started again. The music is gorgeous though. So, 80 days. Yay! Alright, so we're gonna spend until we get to London, I believe. Oh, there's an author, Julius Verne. So let's go ahead and start in London and begin. And please excuse my pronunciation of words. I can neither speak nor read. Let's get started. Monsieur Phileas Fogg returned home early from the Reform Club, and in a newfangled steam carriage besides. I helped him down, and the iron-lunged, steam-driven horses clattered away. Passepartout, said he, we are going around the world. So, in previous plays of this, like the previous game of this play, I'm just going to call our character Pass, so I do not completely drag the French down with my horrid pronunciation. So I'm going to ask, around the world, monsieur? I asked, utterly astonished. We shall circumnavigate the globe within 80 days. He was quite calm as he proposed this wild scheme. We leave for Paris on the 8:25. In an hour. You are in jest, I told him in dignified affront. You make mock of me, monsieur? I am quite serious. Pack an Altimer and my evening jacket. There is not a moment to waste. You pass. Now have fun. So we have 4,000 pounds. Your character is now polished. So we are... First stops in Paris. Quickly pass. Collect our things and we will be off. Oh my gosh, my voice sounds horrid right now. Alright. Let's go packs, because unfortunately, time waits for no one. So the first time I got altimeter, which is the watch, their evening jacket, and this timetable, because that gives us routes. Our completed Englishman's wardrobe shall help us negotiate times of upper class journeys. So unfortunately, we have about half an hour to get on that train, because it is a train. Alright, let's go back, and let's depart, and let's leave. Oh, we're leaving now. 8 p.m. Amphitrite Express to Paris, departing now. The guard's van has space for 1 suitcase, which will suffice. Travel. This looks like a bearable journey. That's awesome. So we're just going along. So we're... Alright. The mechanical horses race past Piccadilly Circus and Pall Mall faster than a team of thoroughbreds. Even so, the whistle of the 8:25 was blowing as we pulled up to Charing Cross Station. It is actually 9 p.m., but we'll let them get away with it. We have no tickets, I exclaimed in horror. That does not signify, Monsieur Fogg remarked over his shoulder as he hurried toward the platform. We must not miss this train. I'm going to get tickets. But I dashed to the ticket booth, judging that there was a moment to spare. Elbowing aside a few ladies and gentlemen who were ambling about as though this were Brighton Pier and not a busy train station. 2 singles to Paris, I demanded breathlessly. The guard raised his pen with agonizing slowness. Leaving tomorrow, he intoned. Leaving immediately, I insisted, and hurry. The whistle of the train shrieked once more. Hurry up, I demanded. I cannot miss my train. The guard nodded, his neck bones all but creaking from the movement. Other customers muttered behind me, cursing my continental roteness, no doubt. Let's see, I stamped my foot with impatience, but said nothing as the guard calligraphied the tickets with horrifying precision. I paid my money, collected my tickets, and sprinted back towards the platform. The final whistle blew long and slow and damning. The 8:25 was pulling away. I leapt wildly for the guardrail and hauled myself aboard one-handed, the tickets clutched in the other fist. Right. I confess, my friends, I had been an acrobat in my youth, before becoming a valet. Apparently, the 2 professions were not so different as they seemed. We were passing Dartford when I located Monsieur Fogg in one of the compartments. He looked up briefly and returned to his newspaper. I told the ticket inspector that you would be appearing presently, he remarked, unperturbed. Your funds have gone down a little. Your character is now presentable. So I guess we're more presentable because we have tickets. I am on fine form. We must make haste. Alright, let's converse. I am at your service, Monsieur Fogg. Ah, the bumbling path. Let's talk about our journey first. But tell me, Monsieur, what is the purpose of our journey? I have made a hefty wager, and I do not intend to lose. This journey will be most expensive, Monsieur. Indeed, but we can earn a little from buying and selling our possessions as we travel. Very good. Alright. London's mall gave way to rolling hills and the pastures of Kentish countryside, still untouched by the hand of technological advancement. Monsieur Fogg read his paper while I recovered my breath as afternoon turned inexorably to evening. I discovered that my master was one of those gentlemen who broke their silence rarely, if at all. A guard rapped on our door, a few miles before Dover. We are about to submerge, he warned. Take some people a bit funny, so watch out. What do you mean, submerge? I cried. This is the London to Paris Aphrodite Express, he explained, as though a particularly dim-witted child. The submersive train. Talk of all the London papers? Then this is the Mer train, I exclaimed. He made a face. Bloody journalists and their silly names, he muttered. Every inch of her has been examined and stamped with the artificer's seal. This is the world's only barely-escaped locomotive. I pressed my face to the window glass as the fins above the Aphrodite's wheels extended with a hydraulic hiss. Night fell and we plunged past the end of the track into the freezing water of the English Canal. Your relationship with Fogg has improved slightly. So, I have no clue what any of the relationship statuses mean, how exactly relationship statuses are going up or down. I just know that relationships are altered based on what's going on. The Aphrodite plowed through the water overnight and splashed up into wider gauge French tracks at Calais as dawn broke. Let's ask him where he wants to go. Do you have a route in mind, monsieur? I asked as the water of the canal dried from the compartment windows. I am as yet undecided, my master admitted. The new canal has sped up the shipping route from Suez to Bombay, though perhaps we could take the Trans-Siberian Railroad across Russia. I kind of want to go through Russia, so maybe I'll try, surely not Bombay. Surely not Bombay, I exclaimed. We shall certainly wilt in the scorching heat. Then we would not do well to buy hats and linen trousers, he replied. There are other alternatives. We may also travel overland and across the Black and Caspian Sea. But which is safest? Monsieur Fogg raised an eyebrow. There is no place in the world which is not safe for an Englishman, he said coolly, and with great finality. Parbleu, I scarcely knew what to think. We arrived at Paris Gare du Nord just after 1 o'clock. Automaton porters lifted our luggage and then our persons onto the platform with long, delicately fingered iron arms. Paris, city of my heart. I was home, but not to stay. So we are in Paris and we are discovering the new routes. Woo! So that route is the one from Shoes to Bombay. I'm really hoping I'm pronouncing these things correctly. And this, questioned by the secret police. What? Maybe that's like a segment from the book. Because I have no clue what that meant. But I do want to make my way across Russia. I feel like lots of things can happen then. So let's get through Paris and then we will let our day go. Some of our possessions will be sold here, so I think that means we need to go to the market. Well, the thing is, since we are going through Russia, I think we still need these things. I guess it's just a matter of whether or not we're selling this timetable. I honestly don't want any of this. I really have no clue what it means, and I don't have any room for that, so let's keep going. I don't think we need another suitcase yet. I don't think we need to go to bank. I think we can just go ahead and explore some. So new routes have been discovered. I feel like if that's the Moscow one, we need to go that way. If I remember the map correctly. Oh, we can't look at it. Oh, here we go. So yeah, I think we need to go this way. Oh, your journey around the world in 2 days and counting. Favorite transport? Let's cancel. I thought that would actually show us the map. It's not. We had a few hours to spare. I asked Monsieur Fogg if I might enjoy my city before we had to leave. Indeed, and should you learn anything of note, be sure to relay it. I nodded and headed into town. So the first time I did this section, I don't think Monsieur Fogg liked what I had to say, and I feel like being really close to him will help us gather more of the story. So I'm going to do things slightly differently. I nodded and headed into town. The talk on the streets was of one thing only, an enormous, elegant oval stadium constructed upon the green fields of Camp de Mars and containing the technological marvels, art, amusement parks, and milling crowds of the World's Fair of 1872. Ooh. Oh no. I've actually been to the fair, nothing much happened, so it's more along the lines of you just see the really cool things that are there. But I was certain Monsieur Fogg did not intend for me to visit fairs. So I enjoyed a brief cup of coffee and then returned to my master armed with some options for the next leg of our journey. Ooh. Relations with Fogg have improved slightly. Your character is now well-heeled. So that actually helped our journey. So the clock is ticking past. We must decide our next steps quickly. So let's plan. I feel like Moscow is over there. So I want to go to Vienna, and then that's about 2 stops away from Moscow. Although I'm wondering if going to Munich is better, or I think let's go to Munich first. Actually no. Should we go to Munich or Vienna? I feel like it would be better if we go to Vienna. No. I want to go to Munich. Let's go to Munich. I can't decide, but we're deciding now. I am quite sure this departure could be altered. The Englishman's wardrobe should yield results. Continue. Most generous. The ticket will require further 170. No charge yet. So that leaves tomorrow, so that means we can stay in town for a bit. But I'm going to leave it here since we do have the rest of the night to do what we need. But tomorrow, let's play a bit more. And I'm really sorry this video is late. I had this recorded, but when I went to edit, I found out that my recording stopped halfway through, so hopefully this time it works for me, and hopefully by then my next recording segment my voice comes back. But this time you actually haven't heard the worst of my reading, so maybe it was a blessing in disguise that you guys couldn't see my first recording. But see you guys later. Bye.